It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on last year's national champions, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sun Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Dropping back, it's Peters. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Arizona State!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Right back to the well. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Gets it out quickly. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They'll leave it with him. Trucks through the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Peters. Caught, close to the marker, it's Clark. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10. Ready to fire from the pistol. They go to the ground. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Hauls it in. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Now adjusting. He couldn't find anywhere to go with the ball. Bought time for a second, but finally just went down.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Here on third down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quickly out to the tight end.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quick release by the QB. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Blue Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Duke! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Sun Devils will take over first and 10.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall.
He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 15. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Here comes the heat. The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Peters. Looking deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return in this deep. To set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to...
Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense heads back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. Picks up the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
The run to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Power football with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just feeds the running back. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Blue Devils back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, I love the fight from this offense on this drive especially. They've been physical, and they've had a lot of success moving it down the field, running the football. They're trailing by 2 possessions. Down in the red zone, 3rd down here. This is critical. They have got to be able to score a touchdown and cut this thing and make it a 1-possession game. It'll be interesting to see what they dial up on 3rd down now.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Makes the catch. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
Trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Past the first down marker and still running. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he's got it inside the 25. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Going to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Back to pass, it's Levis. He's got his man.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Here's a heat. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, this is a bad shank. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
35-21.
The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The give to the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Working the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They'll try the run. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
What a run, man. I'll tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Got it? Charcoal.
He might want another play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry up.
1st and goal, Sun Devils.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Just couldn't quite shake free. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Levis. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
To the air on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field, but the run game has not been the problem today.
Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass. Pick up a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback on the keeper. He breaks a tackler. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, and you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Levis. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Unloads to the wideout. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Snap in the shotgun. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
That keeps the score. Arizona State 49.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
Set to kick off.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll give it to the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is just getting torched right now, and Mountain Mama, I didn't see that coming. It's one game, look, I know that, but this one has to hurt. They're trailing by 34 to Pittsburgh. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Blue Devils line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Levis. Here's the pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Snagged out of the air.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there, and the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Blue Devils are on the move.
Shield. Sheep set. Ready. 221 wing. 221 wing. Ready to go.
Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Is caught. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Quarterback adapting. Still running at the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
It's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Okay, ready?
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like,
they fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Tripped up for the tackle. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are ripped. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Arizona State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Finds the tight end, and he'll be brought down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Wants to throw. It's Levis. Got the back over the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Quarterback running on the draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. To the air, it's Levis. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Blue Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.